Hi, good morning. Good morning. I think I'm too close. I'm just too close. Hi, good morning. Hi, I'm just waiting for people to join before I kick off and start. Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. Good morning. So sorry for the delay. I'm waiting for people to join before I kick off and start. Hi, good morning. Udo, hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. You're so welcome. Hi, good morning. Rockbar Fitness. Hi, good morning. You're so welcome. I just want a little bit of people to join before I kick off and start. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today promises to be very, very interesting. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, good morning. Today promises to be extremely interesting because I'm actually not going to be here alone. I'm actually going to be inviting some amazing guests to join us on today's live. So you are so welcome and thank you so much for being here. It's actually very good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm waiting a little bit more for people to join before I kick off and start. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just waiting a little bit for people to join before I kick off and start. I'm waving back at you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Leia, hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Princess Justice, thank you so much for being here. Agatha, thank you so much for being here. Frank, what's up? Frank Kim, hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Honey Crown, what's up? Hi, I see that you just joined. Thank you so much for being here. I'm only just waiting for people to join before I kick off and start. Hi, I'm so happy to see you today. Um, okay. So I'm actually going to be inviting some people to join me here today on this live. Now, a particular university representative will be joining us on this live today, and it promises to be extremely interesting. So thank you so much for joining. Calum, okay, I see Calum is already waving back at me. Okay, so yeah, let me now start because now I see that the representative is here already. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Calum, you can send me a request. Send a request so that I can actually add you on. So hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mo from Nexo Concept Limited, and today is all about the University of Dundee. Right. Today we are actually going to be talking about the University of Dundee. We are actually going to be inviting some of their representatives to come and actually join us here on this live session. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm actually going to be inviting Calum to join now. And another representative of University of Dundee. So Calum, you can send me a request to join so that I can add you. Calum, can you send me a request, please? Hi, Calum. Kindly send a request. Mm. Can you send me a request, please? So that I can add you on. And Adebisi, hi, can you send me a request as well? So that I can add you on this live. Yeah. So I just want to add Calum to join. Kindly accept the invite so that you can actually be here. And also is Adebisi here so that I can add her to this line. Calum, have you sent my invite, please? Oh, Dear Gucci says you're beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Good afternoon. Okay, okay, yeah. Calum said he's trying to send a request. Okay, so Calum, just trying to accept the request. I just sent you a request now. Calum, trying to accept the request. So I just sent you a request now. Try to accept. So I'm sorry, please. Sorry, guys. It's more about questions and getting to know University of Dundee. let's just see where they are at, and you meet representatives from the university. So if you have questions with respect to the University of Dundee, you could always send your questions here. You could always ask us those questions, and we'll definitely be ready to attend to you. But I just want Calum to accept the request so that I can bring him on. I see a request already, but it's not Calum. So I want Calum to join. And also for Adebisi to join as well. If she's here, please send a request so that I can add you on. Calum, I just sent you a request now. Is it possible for you to join? Lagos Fashion, hi. Oh, fine. I see a request already, but it's not Calum. So I want Calum to join.
Hello.
And also for...
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
Can you hear me? Sorry, I was trying to join on my laptop, but it's not working, so I've joined with my phone.
Oh, okay, that's why. Because I kept wondering what was happening. Hi, it's so good to see you.
Yes, lovely to see you again.
You don't know, guys. Calum was at our office just recently, and yeah, he brought himself and his colleague came over to the office to meet with us, to talk to us about University of Dundee, and we requested that he just gives us the honor to let everybody see his handsome face and have a conversation with us. Yeah, and yeah. So if you have questions for Calum, please, he's a representative from the University of Dundee. Please send your questions in the comment section and we'll be sure to attend to it, right? So Calum, can you please just, okay, I've told them what your name is, but can you introduce yourself and tell us exactly what you do and yeah, everything about you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd just like to say, first of all, it's a great pleasure to be here with Nexi Concept once again, having seen you just last month. So I'm Calum Fraser. I'm Senior International Officer for Sub-Saharan Africa. My colleague is to join as well. So we have our West Africa recruitment specialist, Halima, who is based in Lagos, actually. So she should also join us shortly, but I think I should advise her to join with her phone as well. So hopefully she will also be here shortly. So because she is the face of Dundee in West Africa, really.
Yes, that would be great. That would really be great for her to join. So if Halima is here, because her name on her Instagram handle is Adebisi, right? But if yeah, so if she's here, kindly send a request, Halima, so that I can actually add you to this live. So thank you so much, Calum, for joining. Yeah. So I just want you to tell us a little bit about University of Dundee and why a student should want to go to University of Dundee.
Yeah, absolutely. So University of Dundee, we are located in Scotland, which is in the north of the UK. I suppose sometimes people think that because we're up in the north, it's going to be very, very cold in Scotland, but actually that's not quite the case. So we're experiencing warm weather at the moment. It's around 20 degrees in Scotland. Dundee is actually the sunniest city in Scotland, and it's a very sunny day today as well. So at Dundee, we are really welcoming, friendly, close-knit community. We have lots of international students. It's a multicultural city. And we have a growing population of African students, especially from Nigeria, studying with us in Dundee at the moment. So we had around 600 students from Nigeria join us in January, actually. So very exciting to see lots of Nigerians here, and we expect more to come in September too. And we're really starting to develop a community for African students here. So we actually have an African restaurant here in Dundee. So it's actually possible to have jollof rice here in Dundee as well.
Wow, that's great. That's really nice. Okay, thank you very much, Calum. Yeah, so so we know for a fact that there are so many universities, right, in the UK. So why would you want, what would you say would actually make University of Dundee stand out, and why would you want students to actually come there? Could you just tell us more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the programs that we offer at University of Dundee are very well suited to the market in Nigeria. So our School of Business has been really popular, but we also have a lot of professional programs at University of Dundee. So we offer degrees in social work, nursing, public health. These courses have been really popular at University of Dundee too. But yeah, in addition to what I said, first of all, about the welcoming and friendly environment, international student population, we also have incredibly supportive academic staff at University of Dundee, so teaching quality is also of very high quality here. And we also have excellent scholarships. We have our Vice-Chancellor Africa Scholarship, which offers students an automatic discount of £5,000.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Because I was meaning to ask you that what exactly is there for us as international students that would help to serve as a reason for us to say, you know what, I'm going to the UK and it's actually Dundee I want to go to. So what would you say would make us want to actually say, yeah, I'm actually going to the UK and I want to study at the University of Dundee? Does it do we have study gaps available? Is it very welcoming to students that are much more older? So do you have things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say that the average age of students coming to study with us at postgraduate level would typically range, I would say, from 25 to 35. So we do have ages really coming to study with us, especially at my level. Also, if students have been out of study for more than 10 years, that's not a problem for us as long as they're able to receive their official degree transcripts. But if they've been out of education for over 10 years and have done WIEC, we would need a certificate of English language from their institution in that situation. So over 10 years, just to prove the English language, we'd require their university to send an MOI certificate in that case. But for those who have been out of education for less than 10 years, we would accept WIEC as proof of English language for most courses. There would be some exceptions. So for nursing and social work, these courses have requirements from NHS and Social Work Council, and for those reasons would require IELTS. But for most courses, WIEC is acceptable English language qualification.
Okay, thank you. And the grade is C6, right? Minimum of C6 for the WIEC.
C6, exactly, yes.
Thank you.
You know Dundee very well.
So tell me, is Dundee open for January 2024, and what available courses do we have so far?
Yeah, so for January, we're actually open for all courses at the moment. So I would just really recommend that if students are thinking of coming to study with us in January or indeed anywhere in the UK, it's really important to start the process as early as possible. So of course, we're working in partnership with Nexi Concept. That's why I'm here today, and we would highly encourage you to work with one of our agent partners to support you with your application to study in the UK. So we've got a really wide variety of programmes. I've mentioned some of the popular programmes in West Africa already. So School of Business would be by far our most popular school. But University of Dundee, we also have programmes in oil and gas law. We have LLM courses in law as well. And we have other professional programmes like adult mental health nursing, social work, Master of Public Health that I've spoken about already. And we also have programmes in sustainability and environmental modelling, which are growing in popularity. We've also got a highly renowned art school at University of Dundee too, so programmes such as product design are starting to grow in popularity as well. And we have an excellent reputation for life sciences at University of Dundee, so courses in biomedical and biological sciences are quite popular, and we have groundbreaking research into malaria and diabetes at University of Dundee, and that filters through to our teaching as well. So students are learning firsthand from researchers, from people that are experts in their fields. And we have some new programmes in that area as well, including biological data science and also a master's in science communication. So these have also shown some, we've got quite a lot of African students that are interested in these courses now as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, please, if you have questions for Calum, you can always drop your questions in the comment section and we'll be sure to read and go through them and answer your questions. Okay, so Calum, please, could you give me a range with respect to the tuition fee for undergrad and
Yeah,
for masters?
absolutely. So our fees for September would range from around just under £20,000 to just over £25,000. So typically our classroom-based courses, so that would be courses in School of Business, law, programs like that. These courses would typically be around £20,000. For lab-based courses, science-based courses like engineering or life sciences, these courses are more expensive for us to run and have an increased fee of around £25,000. There may be a slight increase in fees for January 2024, but we're still confirming that. However, we do have the automatic Vice-Chancellor Africa Scholarship, which is our most generous offering at University of Dundee. African students do get more than other regions. University of Dundee does have long-standing links with Africa, and we do have our African Initiative strategy. So over a 10-year period, we're reinvesting into Africa with a number of different projects throughout the continent. So that's why we have these sort of dedicated scholarships for Africa, automatic discounts, and for students, for example, applying for School of Business, they would get the automatic scholarship of £5,000, meaning fees would be between £15,000 to £16,000. For business courses, now, we do have payment plan for students starting in September, whereby students can pay the remaining fees in 7 instalments. However, for January intake, we expect some changes to our payment plan, but these are still to be announced. So as soon as we have information on the fees, scholarship and payment plan for 2024, we will share that with yourselves at Nexi Concept to be able to advise students on that.
We would love to have that. Now, majority of all the questions I want to ask, you actually put them everything joined together in one answer.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Thank you. Okay, I want you to reiterate on the scholarship because yeah, is it that just £5,000 scholarship is what they stand to get, or there's an incentive where those that go for business courses can get about £7,000? Is it possible? So just I want you to reiterate on the scholarship.
Yeah, so sorry. The Vice Chancellor Africa Scholarship is the one we sort of refer to automatically because it's the one that most students or all students get. Some students can get additional scholarship as well. So we have our Global Excellence Scholarship, which is £6,000. So students get first class honours. They can get £1,000 extra. For undergraduate, we do have some additional scholarships as well. So for life sciences, we have an extra £2,000 scholarship there. We have like an alumni referral scheme. So if a relative studied at University of Dundee and referred someone to study with us, there could be, I think it's an extra 2,000 discount for that as well. It can't be cousins though, because we got asked if cousin was acceptable, but it has to be a close family.
Sorry, can you change your location a little bit? Your network is bad.
Oh, I've lost you slightly there myself. Sorry, you're looking for me to elaborate further?
Can you say that again? Because your network is a bit bad, so I couldn't really hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking about, in addition to our Africa scholarship, we've got Global Scholarship, which gives £1,000 extra. We have also the alumni scholarship as well. So if students know a family member who study, immediate family member, so can't be cousin, unfortunately. Cousin's not eligible. We do get sometimes cousins studied at Dundee alumni scholarship, unfortunately. But for immediate family members, students could possibly get an extra £3,000 discount for full-time scholarship as well. So the students are referred by family members.
Calum, your network is really bad. Can you change
your
location?
I'm going to move. I'm sorry.
So sorry about that, Tim. So sorry about that. I think his network is very, very bad. So I just want him to like come back online. it's loading as though his network is very bad. Please, if you have questions, you could always drop it in the comment section. He was actually talking about the scholarships. Calum, can you move away from there? Your network is pretty bad. So I just want him to come back. I think his network is really bad. Yeah, so he was talking about the different scholarships that we have that Dundee has to offer. So yeah, the tuition fee, by the time you hear it, might be sounding a whole lot, but with all the discounted fees that you'll be able to get, at the end of the day, it will be moving towards the kind of budget that you're looking for. Do you understand? So University of Dundee is actually a very good place to be. Sorry, please give me a minute. Okay, yeah. So let me just accept. ABC, I see you. Yeah, please, if you have questions, you can always drop them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to attend to them. Okay, yeah. So hi, Halima. Halima, can you hear me, please? Are you here? Hi. Hello. Hi, Halima, can you hear me? Calum just went off. I just want him to join back again. I think his network is really bad. Okay, let me just send an invite to him again. Calum, can you try and rejoin? And then is Halima here? Okay, yeah. Calum, is your network better now?
Yes, I hope so. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I understand. I think I just added Halima, but I don't know. I can't see her face, so I don't know if she's actually here. But I just now. Yeah, so
yeah, it'd be great if it...
reiterate on all that you said about the scholarships.
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't know if you caught. Sorry, I hope you didn't see me running about there trying to find a better reception. But I've managed to reconnect. So and Halima's here now as well.
I tried to call you.
Hi. Hi. Okay, because
Yeah.
I was wondering when you disappeared too. I kept calling you.
Yeah, but he couldn't hear you properly, so I tried to see if I could call him by WhatsApp because I had sent him a message on Teams, but he wasn't responding, so I just thought I'll give him a call.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, Calum was telling us about the scholarships that Dundee has to offer, right?
Yeah, I was just explaining about that. Maybe if we could just get Halima to introduce herself quickly as the University of Dundee ambassador, actually in West Africa.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Halima and I am the West Africa Recruitment Officer for the University of Dundee and I am based here in Lagos, Nigeria. I've been with Dundee for a few months now and I deal with all the agents from West Africa and also students looking to go and study at Dundee. So if you have any questions, need any further information, I'm willing to provide answers to them, but also agents from Nexi can also give you further details about Dundee.
Oh, thank you so much, Halima. So yeah, do you want to tell us more about the scholarships now? Because Calum was explaining seems to be still bad.
All right. So can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes.
So I'm clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we have the African scholarships where you can get £5,000 off your course of study. And what is great about this scholarship is that it actually runs every year. So for undergraduates who are coming to study with us, if you are eligible and you qualify for this scholarship, you are able to get it in your second year and your third year, depending on the course that you apply for. And also our postgraduate applicants as well, you qualify, once you have an offer with us, basically, you're able to get this automatic scholarship of £5,000 off, which is really, really good. We also have something called the Global Excellence Scholarship, and that's up to £6,000. There are some requirements attached to this, but this is only for undergraduates. But that also runs every year. But for any student who applies to the University of Dundee and you fulfill the requirements and you get an offer with us, you were able to get the £5,000 scholarship.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Calum, do you add to what Halima just said, or you are fine with what she said?
Yeah, I think, sorry, I was explaining this before and I was running about trying to find a place to get better reception, but finally it's back, so sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, we also have the Dundee Alumni Scholarships. I don't know if you heard anything about that before, but basically graduates with their immediate family members could be eligible to get up to £3,000 further discount for alumni scholarship. Unfortunately, cousins is not allowed. It has to be immediate family members. Sometimes we get asked if it can be cousins, but it has to be more immediate than that. But that would be another one, would be the alumni referral scholarship. Yep. So a family member studied at Dundee could be eligible for that one.
Thank you for that, Calum. So would you say that students should still apply for September 2023, or they should just start applying for January 2024?
So our deadlines have really passed for 2023. So at this point, we would recommend that students would apply for 2024 January. I would say, however, we do have some communication regarding 2023 to be released this week. We've got some updates about the various deadlines with regards to payments and so on. So we'll be issuing communication with all students and agents about September 2023 entry this week.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. Okay, so now say you have a student with about 10 years study gap. Would you say the student can apply to the, I asked you about the age restrictions and then about the study gap as well. So if a student has about 10 years or more study gap, would you advise the student to apply to Dundee? And then if you say, I just want to buttress on this, you say like, take for instance, a 45-year-old person, would you advise the person to still apply to the University of Dundee?
Yeah, shall I go ahead? Yes, I think as we were saying earlier, that we consider students of all ages and backgrounds at Dundee, and particularly like in our master's courses in business, where we have largest volume of African students. We really do have a wide range of students, really, I would say, ranging from 25 upwards. So I would say out of study, students who are sort of in their mid-30s. We have lots of students studying with us at the moment. And of course, these students are very, very welcome to come with us at University of Dundee. The gap in education, as long as they're still able to provide their degree transcripts and request it from the institution, there won't be a problem. So after 10 years, they will need to get the medium of instruction in English from their institution as well. This can be provided in certificates submitted to us, yes. Yes, so just to clarify, we welcome students from all ages and all backgrounds, and we've got very large community, a lot of experience in welcoming international students as well.
Okay. Thank you for that. Halima, could you help us out?
Yeah, I'm going to repeat some of the things that Calum said because we could hardly hear him. Yes, so at University of Dundee, there's no rule or there's no law that says, oh, if you have like a gap of 10 years study or above, or if you're above a certain age, you cannot apply. We don't use that as a requirement to come at University of Dundee. What we look at are your academic requirements, and if you fulfill the requirements, including all the English requirements that we have for that particular course, your application would definitely be looked into and treated as any other applicant as well. So we welcome everyone from any background, whether you've left work for a bit, whether you've left study for a bit and then you've gone into work and then you're deciding, okay, I want to go back to study a particular course, or I want to just get more information based on my background, but I need more to get to specialize in a particular area. We do welcome applications from everyone.
For that, Halima and Calum. Okay, so what would you say the age the limit is for undergrad?
Like the lower age limit or the upper one?
No.
Yeah.
She's trying to ask, is there an age limit for undergrad for anyone who's applying to us?
Yeah.
Do we have an age
limit?
Yeah.
No, there's no age.
For students that are straight out of school, should it be 16 or 17 or should it be 18? What's your age limit?
Sure. So again, I would say that typically in Scotland compared to England, students typically start university 1 year younger. So we do have students from here in Scotland who are starting university 17, 18 years old typically. I would say probably they should at least 16, I would say, to be considered, but I don't believe there's any specific rule on that. We're mainly looking at students that are qualified to start the course rather than their age, to be honest.
Okay, thank you for that, Calum. So is
usually students who are a bit younger may have guardians go with them, just like if they're much younger.
Okay, thank you for that. Please drop your questions. If you have questions in the comment section, please drop your questions in the comment section. I will be sure to attend to it, right? Okay, so I would like you to tell me more about Dundee's acceptance of HND and third-class holders.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you can go.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, we don't. Unfortunately, we don't accept third class or HND at the current time, unless a student has substantial work experience in that specific field. However, we do have our top-up accountancy programme, and students with HND can be considered for our top-up accountancy master's programme. So that's one option for students with HND. We also have our International College Dundee, which is integrated college to the university, and students with HND or third class can be referred to do a pre-masters programme at the International College, for which they would get a joint CAS, so they wouldn't need to reapply for visa or CAS if they went to do pre-masters at our International College.
Okay, so
Just to add to what Calum said, sorry, just to add to what Calum said regarding the accountancy course, you do need to have ACCA or ICAS.
Okay. Okay.
If you have an HND, you need to have the ACCA or ICAS.
Go for direct masters. So it's important that HND third class, they go through ICM, the International College first, right?
Exactly, ICD to the pre-masters.
Okay, all right. That's fine. So tell me about job opportunities in Scotland. Yeah, around Dundee, within Dundee, do you have a lot of students that, because we know for a fact that a lot of students complain about the scarcity of job in the UK. So yeah, for some particular places, right? So is Dundee one of these locations where you have a lot of scarcity of job, or there's more than enough job opportunities for students that come into Dundee?
Shall I go? Yeah.
But I want to say before you go that, you know, one of the three things that I believe Dundee provides to any student looking to come and study with us is quality education, because we're highly ranked. Affordability, we're highly ranked, and when you compare us to other universities, we do provide decent fees, affordable fees, and also employability. So I'm sure Calum will shed more light on this, but it's important for students to understand that we've gone ahead to forge relationships with industries and organizations, and this actually helps students get into jobs if they do very, very well. I don't think there's a scarcity of jobs in Scotland. I believe if your academics, if you've come out with a very good grade, the employers would actually come after you. But Calum can shed more light on some of our students who have actually gone ahead to get good jobs after they graduated.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Calum, do you want to shed more light to this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say in Scotland, particularly, we're actually like underpopulated country compared to England. So we do need more people, and we do have job vacancies to be filled. So I would say students looking for part-time work during study, there's definitely opportunities in Dundee. What I would say, because we have had increasing volume of students coming study with us, the honest answer is that in some cases it has been taking some students a little bit longer than expected to find part-time work, but there is definitely part-time work opportunities available in Dundee. Regarding graduate employment, we also have post-study work visa, 2-year post-study work visa, which makes UK a very attractive option for students coming to study, so we can stay for 2 years to work in the UK after graduation. And career service at the University of Dundee can support students in finding graduate employment once they have graduated.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so please, if you have questions, you can always drop it in the comment section. I want to go through the comments to see questions that we have here. Some people dropped questions already. Someone says, okay, yeah, it was Calum. Yeah, so let me just go through the questions. This is amazing. Bobby says this is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so Bobby is asking, how much is a study? How much is it to study? Yeah. So I think Bobby, you might have to just give us an idea of the course you want to go for. So we have an idea of it. We know exactly how much it will cost you to actually go for that course, right? So yeah. Bobby says he looks like he's a very nice guy. Calum, you look like you're a very nice guy. Yeah. So yeah, let me just go through the comments and see.
I say that I'm a typical Dundee person. We're typically friendly people up here in Scotland, so and like to help students come and study with us. So, and also Halima, very friendly person. So here at Dundee, we're more than happy to help anyone that's interested.
Okay, so yeah, I have a question here that says, when does January intake begin, and what documents do I need to submit for that? Halima, do you want to take that?
For January intake, I'm sure you can apply now and specify that you're coming for January intake. But the fees is yet to be updated from the discussion that I had with Calum earlier, but I'm sure it will be soon, especially when we have everyone enrolled for September entry. And what was it? I think there was two parts to that question.
Okay. Sorry, you said what?
Oh, the documents. What documents do we need?
Yeah.
Okay, so we ask for your transcripts, your certificates, your a letter from your university saying that you have been taught and assessed in English. If you have a C6 and above in your WIREC or NECO, we could accept that. But if you don't, you may be required to take the IELTS exam or any other English professional exams that we accept. For courses like medicine, obviously, you have to do A-levels for 2 years, do the UCAT, and then hopefully if you do well, get through to the interview stage. But I believe it's important for all the students to go on our website to check the particular course and see the requirement. But generally, we ask for your transcript, your certificate, your passport data page, a letter from university saying you've been taught and assessed in English. I think those are the main documents that we ask for. But then if we do require any further documents, we would inform you and tell you we still need to see these documents. But those are the main documents that you can use to apply. And a person
for that. So yeah, with respect to the tuition deposits, could you tell us what it is? And then yeah, Calum said that the tuition fee, after paying the payment of your deposits, you can pay as much as 7 installments. Is that every single month? At the beginning, say for instance, you pay at the beginning. Number one, sorry, there are many questions. The tuition deposit, and then how much are you paying on enrollment, and how many installments? And these installments, is it every single month that they pay? And is it 7 installments, like Calum said? And is it every single month that they pay on those installment plans? Could you just shed more light on that?
Okay. So currently, because policies change, rules change, but at this moment while we're speaking, yes, you can pay in 7 installments. The first deposit that you have to make is obviously £5,000, and you can opt to pay installments, spread it out in 7 payments. I believe it either starts in September or October, but I'll let Calum clarify that. But you do have to make a payment every month.
Yeah.
Once it's in.
So
Once that installment,
how much? Payment on enrollment.
Sorry?
Payment on enrollment is how much?
So whatever balance you have will be spread across the 7 installments. Because different students have, it depends what you've paid to. Some students may have paid the deposit and they may have paid some more money, but then they come to Dundee and they say, okay, I'd like to spread the balance in 7 installments. So whatever the balance is will be split within the 7 months.
Calum, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, minimum, it's possible for January, we're looking at some changes to the deposit and payment structure, but we'll update on that as soon as we have that information. Yeah.
Hope that is for our own good. This payment structure, I hope it's still gonna stick to 7 installments, because I'm very sure that right now very happy with 7 installments. So when these changes are made, hope it's actually gonna be to our own benefit, right? Yes, Calum.
We'll do our best to make the case.
Okay, that would be great. That would be really great. Okay, so yeah, Dundee, do they conduct interviews, and then also the process? So after you paid your tuition deposit, what's the process like? So you get your CAS. Do you want to enlighten us more on this?
Yeah, I can do. So at the moment, if students apply with an agent like Nexi Concept, typically they aren't subject to pre-CAS checks, so they wouldn't be required to submit bank statement to university and things like that. Occasionally, however, we do have random checks, and this semester some of our agents have had to do additional pre-CAS checks, but typically students working with agent wouldn't be required to have to upload a bank statement to university.
Okay. All right, thank you. Yeah, so Rosa is asking, is September still open? Calum, I know you spoke about September, but do you want to still talk about it more, about September?
Sure. So, yeah, we're expecting some announcements really soon. So I know that some students have some difficulty who made payment through Form A, and there's been delays and things like that. So we're looking at some extension to our deadlines. So that will be confirmed imminently. At the moment, most of our programs are closed for September, but that's something that's also been looked at by the university. So on both of these topics, we expect an announcement this week, which we'll share with you guys at NEXI, definitely.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so Nelson, my boss, he's saying that I heard jobs are limited in Scotland compared to England. Is this true? Sorry, Mr.
No, I would.
Yeah.
I would say I don't know. I don't have the exact figures, to be honest. But what I would say is that basically similar to what I said earlier, was that Scotland has got a smaller population, and I would say that although it can be more competitive, I think, because we've got increased number of international students, there are certainly plenty of opportunities for students to work part-time during study, and university offers significant support for students trying to find graduate jobs as well.
Okay. Okay, thank you very, very, very much. Okay, so definitely more updates. Yeah, I think I'm done with the questions on the chat, on the comment section. If you have questions, if you have more questions, please drop your questions. Yeah, if you have more questions, please drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be sure to attend to it. But it's been really, really amazing. I think I'm actually done with the questions that I have for you. So momentarily, all the that will actually be coming through, we'll definitely be sharing them with us so that we can always pass the message across, right? So
Definitely.
So I think we're actually done with majority of the questions that we have for you, to just get to know you better, and just to let everybody know that yes, NEXI has a direct partnership with Dundee, and we've been working together for a very long time, and we will always work together to see how best to make your career dreams come through. So if you're interested in the University of Dundee, you could always reach out to us, and we would reach out to these beautiful people to help us make sure that your admission comes out on time. So you see that you're in safe hands. Us is a smooth sail for you, right? So and definitely, yeah, we would always reach out to them for any questions that you need, or for whatever it is that you have that is actually seeming unsure and unclear to you. We'll definitely be to help you out with it. I see that some people are still just joining in now. You could always go back to this live and check it up, and you will see all that we've discussed so far with respect to the University of Dundee. So yes, University of Dundee is your #1 go-to place when you talk about your study abroad. And if you say you don't want to study in England, you actually want to change scenery and you actually want to go to Scotland, you could always do that by studying in the University of Dundee. Am I right? So do you have one or two things that you tell do you have one or two things that you tell us, yes, to actually help to convince people to come to the University of Dundee as a final quote?
Okay, for me, it'll probably be what I said earlier. Having been in, the student's position, I also left from Nigeria before went to study in the UK. And the three things that myself and my parents were looking at was, where I could get quality education from, where it was affordable, and also where I would easily, get a job. And I feel these three things, Dundee actually exceeds them and more. It's a safe place. It's ranked one of the safest cities in the UK, I think number 2, and it's one of the friendliest places. We've got African shops who would literally feel at home. If you're missing any of your delicacies that you really, really like, you'll be able to get it within the campus. And just come to Scotland, and honestly, your success story will be beyond your imagination.
Wow, thank you very much, Halima. Okay, so I have a question here. Can you please, Calum already discussed about this, saying that he will share the deadlines with us, but let me just read the question. So the question is, can you please share the deadline for January 2024 applications with us? So I'm very sure that you'll definitely be sharing that with us soon, right, Halima and Calum?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll get these deadlines across. Yeah. But at the moment, we're very much open for January. So, anyone's interested in January, apply now.
It's much better to always apply early.
Yeah. So they can start applying as of now. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and just specify that it's for January entry.
Yeah. And one thing I know for sure about Dundee is they're very swift in response. So once you put in your application, you're getting your offer out on a timely manner. So you don't have anything to worry about, yeah? So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Calum, so do you have one or two things to say with respect to why students should still come to the University of Dundee as a final quote?
Yeah, just the final message. I think we've got our fantastic Africa scholarship, our £5,000 discount. I think just to reiterate what Halima has said, fantastically welcoming city, a real African community developing here. I think one thing we've got to talk about was our African nightclub. We have our Afro-Beat nightclub, which is just like 200-metre walk from the campus. So we've got a really active, vibrant student community here that African students love. So yeah, for more to come join us.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we've lost you a little bit.
Hardly, but I think we were talking about African clubs, that we also have like some Afrobeat clubs in Dundee, and he was talking about the restaurant. An African restaurant was actually opened by a student who graduated from Dundee. So this shows you the massive opportunities that are available to you.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. You know, we have a whole lot of people that are just joining. I'm saying hi to everybody. Yeah, actually almost rounding up because we've actually gone through so many questions with representatives of the University of Dundee. So please, I see you just joining. Nire, what's up? Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, so you can always go back to our page and you will definitely be able to see this live on our page, right? Because we're actually about rounding up with respect to the amazing interactions that we just had with representatives from the University of Dundee. So, Calum, your network is a bit really bad. So I couldn't really hear what you were saying. So I pray everybody else could hear you well. Precious, hi, good afternoon. You're just joining. Why? Because we're actually about rounding up. But Calum, thank you so much for being here. Halima, thank you so much for being here. We'll definitely keep in touch, right? We are just a chat away. So we'll definitely keep in touch, and we hope to actually get more students to come to the University of Dundee for January 2024 intake. And it's good to know that January 2024 intake has actually started now. So it's safe to say start putting in your application from now, because before you know it, you realize that you don't really have much time on your hands, and September is already gone. Yeah, Dundee is not taking applications for September anymore, but they are taking applications for January now. So please, if you're interested in studying in Scotland, where you can pay up to 7 installments, and we are hoping we'll still remain that way by January. Yeah, please send us a DM and send your documents in so that we can process your admission on a timely manner. And you can get your offer out on time, get your CAS out on time, and before you know it, you're actually at the University of Dundee. Do you understand? So we would want to encourage everybody. Yeah, the tuition payment is very, very flexible. You have scholarships attached. Yeah, minimum of 5,000. Imagine minimum of £5,000 will be taken off your tuition fee. Isn't that amazing? What else do you want? Yeah. So so we would always encourage you, please and please. Yeah, send in your DM, send me your documents. Let's process your application on time in a timely manner. Next Concept Limited will always be here for you, and we have these amazing representatives to actually make this happen for you. So we're all here to make your dreams come true, right? And to help you to build your career path. So at the end of the day, your success is our success, right? So thank you so much, Halima. Thank you so much, Calum.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Yeah, so guys, join us next week for another amazing Instagram live. Okay? And Calum and Halima, you can always join our Instagram live. You could always watch from time to time whenever you're very busy. So thank you so much for being here. I think you will still join us. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much.